Good afternoon, and welcome to College of DuPage. Please stand for the national anthem, sung by students from the COD choral program, led by Associate Professor of Music, Patrick O'Shea.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you to all of our singers. Please be seated. Graduates, guests, esteemed colleagues, members of the stage party, everyone who is here in the arena, in the Belushi Theater, and those watching our ceremonies online, welcome to the 58th Commencement for College of DuPage. My name is Dr. Christine Hammond, and I have had the privilege of serving as the college's interim president for the 2024-25 academic year. Graduates, that means that I also have the privilege of being the first to officially and warmly congratulate you on your achievements. This is your day. So let's begin by taking a few minutes to introduce you to each other and to your families and friends. Yours is a class of 2,808 individuals, and we are so pleased that a record number of you have chosen to be with us and cross the stage today. You have come to COD from all walks of life, bringing your talents and your aspirations. More than a quarter of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. Some of you are parents. You've juggled childcare, jobs, and studies to get to this day. And let's be honest, there are people in the stands just hoping to catch your eye and get a little wave from you. It's okay. Wave to them now. For most of you, your college education has been the first step in your career path. But 38% of you are over the age of 25 and brought work experience with you to the classroom. 2% of you are over the age of 55 and perhaps you're preparing for those encore careers. The college's mission is to educate, enrich, and empower everyone in our communities. You are a testament to those efforts. Most of you have earned a certificate or a degree, but by stacking your studies, many of you have earned both. In fact, you have collectively earned 3,172 credentials. Throughout our country, community college graduates make up the majority of first responders and essential workers. Today, for example, 248 of our graduates are joining the nursing profession. 212 are in fire science and emergency response. We have a contingent from the dental hygiene program who earned 100% pass rates on their licensing exams. And so many more of you who will serve our communities. Thank you in advance for the many times you will be there for all of us. Nearly 1,000 of you are headed to further studies, transferring to one of COD's many university partners. We are confident that you will do well, as have those COD graduates who went before you. And indeed, you have done well. Today, 699 of you are graduating with honors, and we will recognize you in just a few moments. Graduates, the knowledge and skills you've gained came through the highly qualified faculty in COD's classrooms. You probably frustrated each other on occasion, but you've been on this educational journey together, and you celebrate the finish line today. How about a round of applause from the graduates in recognition of the faculty and staff who have challenged and supported you along the way. Whatever the future holds for you, my hope is that you reach every goal you set for yourself. And remember that College of DuPage will always be cheering you on and offering any support and help you may need. Congratulations, graduates. Now I would like to introduce the members of this evening's stage party. Starting from my far right is President of the Faculty Senate, Dr. David Goldberg. Student Leadership Council President, Ahil Sayed. Board Secretary, Andrew Mano. Board Chair, Christine Fenney. Trustee, Nick Howard. Trustee, Maria Sinkle. Student Trustee, Isabella Escobar. And Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Lisa Stock. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our next four speakers. Board of Trustees Chair Christine Fenney will congratulate the graduates. Faculty Senate President Dr. David Goldberg will recognize the outstanding faculty members. Associate Vice President Dr. Lisa Stock will recognize the graduating honor students, and Student Leadership Council President Ahil Sayed will present the outstanding graduates. They will speak in the order in which they were introduced. Chair Fenney.
Good evening. Tonight is a very special ceremony for me, as my son, Carson Fenney, is graduating with his associates in arts. I am so proud of his college journey, and he is mortified that I am even acknowledging him. Mission accomplished. Graduates, you've made it. I know the road is never easy, and it is often filled with obstacles that are unexpected. But you have overcome those challenges, and today you have earned a college credential. Just knowing you did this should fill you with confidence, and I encourage you to build upon your experience at College of DuPage. No one achieves great things alone. Parents, family, and friends, you have been their greatest cheerleaders and supporters when they face those obstacles. Thank you for all you have done to help them reach this moment. Faculty, staff, and administration, you have taught them more than the course outcomes. Through your passion for higher education, you have motivated them to persevere in their studies and believe in themselves. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I congratulate you, the College of DuPage class of 2025.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Chair Fenney. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2020 Outstanding Faculty Members. The selection process for these awards begins with nominations from students and faculty. It culminated with the selection being made by a committee composed of faculty, students, administrators, and a member of the college's Board of Trustees. Will the outstanding faculty members please rise? From the Arts, Communication, and Hospitality Division, Assistant Professor of Interior Design, Shelley Maki. From the Business and Applied Technology Division, Associate Professor of Accounting, Mark Yehudi. From the Liberal Arts Division, Professor of History, Maria Ritzema. From the Nursing and Health Sciences Division, Associate Professor of Nursing, Barbara Garvin. From the Public Services Division, Associate Professor of Fire Science, Joe Gillis. From the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Division, Professor of Chemistry, Lubna Hawk. From the Social Behavioral Sciences and the Library Division, Assistant Professor of Physical Education, Fitness and Sports Studies, Stephanie Vlack. From Counseling, Advising, and Transfer Services in the Student Services Division, Student Success Counselor Laura Kozlow. The college's outstanding advisor from the Student Services Division is Christine Jandak. The college-wide outstanding adjunct faculty member from the Liberal Arts Division is Languages Instructor Dina Corey. And the college-wide outstanding faculty member from the Social Behavioral Sciences and the Library Division is Professor of Criminal Justice Studies, Taya Forst. Congratulations to all the outstanding faculty members, and thank you to the entire faculty for your fine work in preparing our students to meet their educational goals. Please join me in giving them all a round of applause.
Thank you for that, David. Good evening. Many of our graduates have distinguished themselves academically during their time at College of DuPage. We would first like to recognize our honor students. Students graduating with honors having a cumulative grade point between 3.2 and 3.59, please stand if you are able. You may be seated. Students graduating with high honors having attained a cumulative grade point average between 3.6 and 3.99, could you please stand now if you're able? You may be seated. Students graduating with the highest honors having completed at least 40 credit hours at College of DuPage with a perfect 4.0 grade point average, please stand if you are able. You may be seated. Next, we would like to recognize participants in our Honor Scholars Program. Our Honor Scholars have completed at least 15 credit hours in honors courses while maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 3.2 or higher. Honor Scholars, would you please stand if you're able? You may be seated. Finally, we would like to recognize the various members of the honor societies at the college. You can find a list of these societies as well as the cords and stoles associated with them in your program on page 7. I'm going to read the list, and then at the end I'll have you all stand. Alpha Delta Nu is the National Honor Society for Nursing. Alpha Mu Gamma is the National Honor Society for Language Studies. Delta Alpha Pi is the National Honor Society for Students with Disabilities. Kappa Delta Pi is the National Honor Society for Education. Lambda Epsilon Chi is the National Honor Society for Paralegal Education. Omega Lambda Nu is the National Honor Society for Radiologic and Imaging Sciences. Phi Theta Kappa is the International Honor Society for two-year colleges. Psi Beta is the National Honor Society for Psychology. And Salute, Veterans National Honor Society, recognizes academic achievements for students who are military veterans. Would all students in our honor societies please stand if you are able? You may be seated. Congratulations to all of you who have earned academic distinction during your time here at the college.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, trustees, Dr. Hammond, administrators, faculty, staff, and graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce the outstanding graduates for the class of 2025. I would like to ask the outstanding graduates and finalists to please stand. This year's finalists are Latricia Banks, Juan Antonio Ramos, Ashley Stannard, Lucille Sugarman, Sydney Terpstra, and Richard Ward. The two students selected to represent the class of 2025 as the outstanding graduates are John Ogan and Bailey Swoboda. At this time, the finalists may be seated as I invite John and Bailey to the stage. Joining them is Katie Philpott from the College of DuPage Foundation Board of Directors, who will present the graduates with a token of recognition from the foundation. During his time at the College of DuPage, John Ogan was a member of the Honors Program and Phi Theta Kappa, was treasurer of the Honors Student Advisory Committee, participated in the Living Leadership Program as well as the Poll Worker Project, performed with the concert band, chamber orchestra, and percussion ensemble. Having received the annual Honors Program Transfer Scholarship to North Central College, John will major in sociology and plans to pursue a master's degree. After getting a job at a hospital, Bailey Swoboda decided to pursue a nursing career. She first completed the Certified Nursing Assistant program at the College of DuPage, which allowed her to work full-time as she moved into the nursing program to complete her associate degree. After graduation, Bailey plans to work as an oncology nurse, pursue a bachelor's degree at Purdue University, obtain her chemotherapy certification, and then become an oncology certified nurse. John will speak first, followed by Bailey.
Hello, College of DuPage, class of 2025. From my standpoint, you all look wonderful, and it appears the future is about to get a whole lot brighter. It is my honor to walk as one of us across this stage. To each of you assembled here who is earning a degree or certificate, this night is for you. This achievement is the culmination of choosing to set out on a journey. We've been challenged in our time here, from the excitement of each new semester to midterm pressures and preparing for finals. We pushed through moments of doubt, and we made it. But none of us did this alone. I would like to take a moment to thank our families and friends who stood by us with their unwavering support. Thank you. Your encouragement made the difference. Thank you, Mom and Dad. My hope for everyone is to be filled with a sense of pride and gratitude to have been a part of this incredible campus of unlimited possibilities. Like some of you, I'll transfer to a four-year institution this fall. Before we take our next giant leap, let us reflect on what has happened here. Our journey has been challenging, fun, exhausting, exciting, and enriching. Think about your journey to get here tonight. I invite you to remember and honor the transformative moments. I will share some of mine. My time at College of DuPage is full of unique experiences, both working with and learning from our outstanding faculty. Dr. John Stake from anthropology, Professor Paul Servodka from meteorology, and Professor Sandy Fries from mass communications. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Dr. Jason Snart. Know that all OEs carry your advice. It's not where you go to college, but how you go to college. Thank you, Dr. Matthew Green, for your powerful sociological insights that clarified my academic path and personal mission. In addition, I want everyone to know that COD is a fantastic place to be a musician. I have had the privilege of spending many memorable nights on the John Belushi stage. Thank you to Dr. Mark Liu, Dr. Mark Taylor, and Professor Ben Walland for making the MAC a home for music and a space of possibilities. Dr. Steve Havens, thank you for your unlimited care with students. Many of us have professors we'll never forget, those who shaped our experience in meaningful ways. We appreciate you, and we are better prepared for the path ahead because of your dedication and expertise. Fellow students, whatever your accomplishments today or the next step on your journey, I hope this is not the end of your involvement with COD. COD has illuminated your path, and I hope there will be a time when you'll want to give back. It's easy because COD has two phenomenal organizations to help you do just that: the COD Alumni Network and the COD Foundation. Last year, they raised nearly $1 million for scholarships and student emergency funding for people just like us. As a beneficiary of these scholarships, I'm extremely grateful for the Foundation's service to students. And I am not alone. At this time, I would like everyone who has received support through a scholarship to please stand up and be recognized. Thank you. Consider giving back someday, since they have given so much to us. In addition to remaining connected to our campus with these organizations, I have one more request of everyone tonight. Our futures may feel uncertain, and not just as graduates, but for our country as a whole. In times like these, it is important to remember that in these times we are not defined by uncertainty, but by how we move forward with purpose and resilience. Though there's a lot that makes us different from one another, our backgrounds, fields of study, our goals, we remain united by something greater. We all live in a democracy, and a strong democracy depends on informed, engaged citizens. The government we shape reflects the values we choose to uphold. It's up to us to elect leaders who listen, lead with empathy, and work for meaningful change. So, as you step into your next chapter, I urge you to stay informed, vote with intention, and help build a future that honors every voice, protects human dignity, and cares for our shared planet. As you leave tonight, please take a moment to reflect on what COD has provided for you. Celebrate your accomplishments. Explore ways to stay engaged and go be the educated, informed, and ambitious person that COD helped make us be. Congratulations and thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bailey. It makes me so incredibly happy to be with you all today as we all officially earn the title of College of DuPage graduates. Looking out, I see a room full of so many different people who come from all different backgrounds, all different challenges, all finishing the same goal together. Let me be one of the many people today to say, congratulations. All of us here have a story. Take a second and think about your story. Think about what led you to this moment right here. If you're anything like me, that story is far from linear. I'd like to share with you all a bit of my nonlinear story. 9 years ago, I started my academic adventure at LSU. After only 1 year, I was a victim of domestic violence. And after 9 days in the hospital, I found myself sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car, leaving Baton Rouge and all of my hopes and dreams behind me. Coming back home felt like a failure. And over the next few years, I found comfort in some very dark places. I formed destructive relationships. I developed addictions to drugs and alcohol. I was constantly battling self-doubt. I wanted better for myself, but I didn't know where to start. I was lost. I began believing that I was nothing more than a college dropout. I allowed myself to believe that I was incapable of greatness just because I didn't achieve academic success my first try. I had taken the backseat to my own life story. It wasn't until I started a job working food service at a hospital that I had a realization. I began idolizing the nurses that I got to see every day. I got to witness firsthand the way they were not only saving the lives of their patients, but changing those lives. I knew I wanted to be like them. I wanted to help people. I finally decided to take a bet on myself, try to turn my life around, and enroll in school. And that all started with College of DuPage. I am so thankful to COD for allowing me the opportunity to take a chance on myself and, for the first time in a very long time, be the author of my own story again. I enrolled in prerequisite courses for the nursing program and have never looked back. And although tonight offers us the opportunity to reflect and to consider the challenges that we've faced over these last few years, I believe it's more important that we emphasize our accomplishments as a result of those challenges. All of us, no matter how long it took to get here or how challenging the path may have been, are going to be leaving here tonight as success stories. We are all here tonight to celebrate being the authors of our own stories and changing our lives for the better. When I first got up here, I asked each of you to think about your own story that led you here. Think of all the challenges you've overcome. Not one of us here gave up when times were challenging. Maybe you had to work full-time while going to school. Maybe you had to drop a class or two, or even failed. Maybe you balanced being a parent and earning your degree. COD has provided a place for all of us to be surrounded by people from so many backgrounds and the opportunity to learn from each and every person we come across. When I started school here, I sat between a 19-year-old and a mom of 3, and I very quickly realized I'm not atypical. I was not alone on this journey. We were all coming together as a community, striving for greatness, and we were pushed by our faculty, encouraged by our peers, and I know that none of us could be where we are today without them. Whether this is the last stop on your educational journey before your new and exciting careers, or if there are many more degrees in your future, we all have roots in COD, and our roots are here in this room together. There are a few faculty members that played a huge role in helping my roots to grow and blossom. I want to thank Professor Minu James of the nursing program. You were there as I experienced my first failed exam and going back to school. I will never forget the meeting we had where you told me, through my tears, that you still saw greatness within me. You were the first person here to tell me I will be a great nurse someday. Thank you for your endless support and for believing in me. I also want to thank Liz Adamas, my English professor, who I know is watching. Although I may not have been looking forward to taking an English class, the impact you had on me as a student and as a confident human being was so significant. Having your support so early in my school journey made all the difference in believing I was not only capable of going back to school, but capable of doing well. Thank you. These were the professors that provided extra nourishment for my roots, and I know I am not alone in expressing my gratitude for all of those who supported all of us. Let's take a moment to acknowledge all of the faculty that played such a large part in our success. Lastly, these moments up here would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to acknowledge my people. To my nursing school tribe, my best friends, Alyssa and Carter, you two kept me sane. We celebrated every win, and we supported each other through every hardship. You are truly the brother and sister I never had. And to my grandma, who's also watching at home, although my schedule prevented us from seeing each other as much as we would like, our weekly phone calls reminded me that I am never without you. I love you, Mama. To my boyfriend, Jacob, who graduates tomorrow with his nursing degree. Thank you for the countless nights studying together, for all the meals you made when I didn't have time, and for every stressed out tear you dried. There were a lot of them. You have shown me what love truly is, and I cannot wait for our future. Finally, to my dad. You always say you don't do emotions, but buckle up because here we go. You are my biggest motivation to succeed. You sent me a text 9 years ago that I still always read, saying that you believed in me more than I believed in myself. And you did. You let me fall, but you always helped me back up. God must have known the kind of dad I would need in this life, and that's why he gave me you. I would not be standing here today without you. I'll close out with this. Graduates, as you enter your next chapter, remember through your struggles to take a breath. The path will not be linear, and the roadblocks are there for a reason. So, find your person, like my dad. Find your Jacob, find your Alyssa and your Carter. Lean on them, and enjoy the ride of writing your own story. Embrace every page. You are now officially authors with COD and the pages of those chapters. Congratulations. Now let's celebrate.
Thank you, John and Bailey. Dr. Stock and Dr. Goldberg, will you please present the graduates?
I think those were not just powerful speeches, but testaments to the transformational power of education. Members of the class of 2025, it is time to confer your degrees and certificates. Would the graduates of the class of 2025 please stand if you are able? Dr. Stock, on behalf of the faculty and administration of College of DuPage, I present you the 2025 candidates for the awarding of the Associate in Arts degree, Associate in Applied Science degree, Associate in Engineering Science degree, Associate in Fine Arts degree, Associates in General Studies degree, Associate in Sciences degree, and Certificate of Completion. Dr. Stock, would you declare these students as graduates of College of DuPage?
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of College of DuPage, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Associates in Arts, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Engineering Science, Associates in Fine Arts, Associate in General Studies, Associate in Science, or Certificate of Completion, with all of its rights and privileges, and with the best wishes of the faculty, staff, administration, and trustees of the College of DuPage.
Thanks. Let's give them another round of applause. Please be seated. Marshals, please prepare the candidates to come forward. In a tradition begun many years ago, some family members of college faculty and administrators are graduating tonight. When the student's name is called, their family members will present the diploma. The stage photographer will take photographs of all the graduates, so we ask that you remain in your seats. We also ask that you hold your applause and other revelry until the end of the process to ensure each graduate's name is heard as they cross the stage. Finally, we ask that you to please remain here through the entire ceremony as a sign of respect to all members of the class of 2025. Thank you.
Bailey Svoboda. John Ogan. Richard Vernon Ward. Lucille Sugarman. Ashley Stannard. Juan Antonio Unciano Ramos. Lutricia Banks. Robert Hayward West. Ingrid De Suyo Bantugan. Sabaya Sims. Victor Abarca. Omar Zay Abdelrahman. Orlina Laith Jabbar Abdul Hussein. Ornanshi Laith Jabbar Abdul Hussein. Sajida Abo Ezrik. Regina Abora. Ria Abrol. Alita Abron. Andrea Salgado. Bahliga Moaz Abu Talib. Sinai Dircio Silva. Sarah Nicole Aguilar. Sana Rais Ahmed. Elizabeth Pribulik. Nisrina Akalusia Moktika. Brianna Alexandria Borden. Brittany Montserrat Macias. Dilnoza Zet Akramova. Mohammed Al-Sabeya. Luis Fernando Alamo Carranza. Teresa Alanis. Karen Elizabeth Albaran. John Alberto. Jasmine Alfaro. Alisa Asgar Ali. Noor Al-Krisat. Philip Allen. Angelina Josephine Alvarez. Brigitte Angelis. Ilya Anisimov. Stanislav Joseph Antolak. Olivia Grace Antonelli. Arix Beth Aparicio. Melody Aragon. Yamalex Adeth Arce. Johan Antonio Vinegra. Angela Armelini. Benjamin Andrew Armstrong. Brenda Lisbeth Arzeta. Alia M. Asef. Dominic Ramon Aviles. Katie Aviles. Michael Awani. Yasmin Ayala. Yusuf Ayodele. Muhammad Ayan. Nora Mahdiha Aziz. Sabrina Babers Newman. Brian Oko Badu. Tamara Patricia Bajek. Susan Bakran. Charmaine Leong Bunikid. Diana Angelica Banuelos. Evelyn Rose Bars. Rennie Barnetts. Evelyn Berrigan. Melissa Barron. Caitlin M. Bass. Sakina Meiser Batliwala. T.W. Betzel. Sarah Bauer. Edgar Bautista. Juana Bautista. Jauna M. Belusek. Fernanda Beltran Cos. Annie Bensi. Miles K. Bennett. Samira Benomar. Bakat Nuramkan Berezniovas. Vilma Bergqvist. Pearl Bayer. Tanishka Bandari. Rita Moore Black. Ernest L. Blackshire, Jr. Nicole Daniela Blazek. Sarah Blau. Adam Joseph Boziak. Katrina Lee Boffa. Isabella Bojarquez Fernandez. Madeline Daniel Boykovsky. Ayelen Bonari Franke. Charles Earl Boone. Jonathan Borzum. Mackenzie Renee Bradley. Patrick Bradley. Eleni Brelas. Emily Rose Bramos. Raymond D. Brigman, Jr. Jack Patrick Briscoe. Ilza Michelle Brizeno. Yelena Bernitsa. Jacob Brown. Navia L. Cooper. Alyssa Marie Butchko. Julissa C. Buenrostro. Samantha M. Bukowski. Melina Peng Bun. Christian T. Burnett Marcus. Jason Richard Byring. Keilani Cabrales. Nicole Isabel Queda. Kate Cabalet Kadag. Errol Caldeer. Paul Edward Calhoun. Naomi Cagliata. Isabella Mia Cantu. Lucia Capoletti. Vinicius Carnero Montevecchi. Diana Elizabeth Carpio. Ivan Carrillo. Constanza Carrillo Perez. Jada Simone Carter. Michael I. Carter. Noah Ray Carter. Elizabeth H. Casanova. Gabriela Castellon Diaz. Eric Jose Castillo. Gabriela Castillo. Elizabeth Castro. Tasia Monique Cato. Israel Centeno Jr. Maritza Chaidez. Elia Grace Chamberlain. Sarah A. Chamberlain. Fatima Shabir Chandabai. Mia Sarah Chanel. Khushbu Chavda. Saul Jesus Chavez. Leslie Chero. Bianca Sorino Tierney. Hildebel Closier. LaShanne Cobb. Teza Cobb. Michael Kodo. Kemp Connolly. Gianna Kiyomi Conte. Natalie Contreras. Eliza Marie Alpas Cordero. Deanna Corral. Felix Nathan Correa. Amanda Judah Correa. Vanessa Valerie Cortez. Sophia Ann Costa. Mary Grace Curry. Joseph Charles Cox. Jordan Kramer. Elviana Nicole Leger Crosley. Jocelyn Renee Cruz. Richard Henry Cruz. Jessica Quoutley. Gina Cuba. Maximos E. Tsijos. Justin J. Seigan. Ben J. Chernetsky. Maya Charnota. Iman Dada. Raul Dagdayan. Basma Hassan Dagmash. Isaac Dale. Bianca D'Alessio. Caitlin Kim Wien Dang. Samir Bradford Detta. Christina Daunora. Shannon Ashley David. Emiliana Davila. Catherine Davis. Rebecca S. De La Garza. Samantha De La Torre. Dina R. DeStefano. Annabelle Georgienne DeBolt. Keith D. Bolt. Dana Ditchev. Yulia Deva. Ayanko Dijambe. Sharon Montserrat Della Para Perez. Denise Anastasia Delaney. Juan Manuel Denis, Bakari Diaby, Mame Jiao, Diego Diaz, Robert Dilanilla, Luisa Fernanda Diniz Figueiredo, Morgan Divas, Shania Ashley Ramos Domingo, Jamie Lizeth Dominguez, Aiden Donahue, Connor Liam Dugan, Gazal Doraji, Aida Doraji, Maddie Dowide, Christina Dragic, Brianna Amarilis Drogolevich, and Elizabeth Druce Hoffman, Tanisha Vivian Ann Dry, Thomas Andrew Dunn, Dylan A. Durrett, Chloe Louise Duelius, John Dwyer, Casey Dybus, Matthew E. Eaton, Ace Edler, Joanna Ayers, Lenny Samantha Elizaraz, Benjamin Aaron Ellenby, Anthony Engstrom, Zeliha Daphne Ersoy, Alexia Miroslava Escobedo, Daira Esparza Baeza, Rolando Espino, Talia Skylar Lachey Espinoza, Gracia Lisbeth Estrada Angulo, Lucy Sarah E. Fabian, Margaret M. Fahey, Ramas Fakori, Alessandra Faraone, Mahek Fatima, Ishrat Fatima, Nabiha Fatima, Leila Fatona Fauzia, Nolan Liam Fazzini, Rian Carl Fazzini, Vincent Natale Federighi, Carson John Fene, Juan David Fernandez Burgos, Scott W. Fernandez, Julissa Ferreira, Alessandro Fiducia, Adriana Carolina Figueroa, Samantha Figueroa, Ryan Finney, Joe M. Fisher, Ray Douglas Fisher, Russell Fletcher, Oscar Misato Flores, Jason Flores, Cara Brechet Floyd, Mandy Foreman. Velda L. Fox. Flora Freilich. Ellen Rangel Cisneros Franchi. Hector Franco Jr. Lucas R. Franco. Clara Franken. Ariana Fricano. Kenneth Kwame Frimpong. Caleb Fritz. Daisy Fulgencio.
Austin J. Folks.
Megan Galante. Antonio de Jesus Galeano. Emily Galeano. Erica Natalia Gallardo. Jaylene Gamboa Salazar. Ana Isabella Azeredo Garces. Alexander Garcia. Andrea Garcia. Christopher Garcia. Hilda Cristal Garcia. Jasmine Alejandra Garcia. Juan Garcia. Mia Alessandra Garcia. Norma Garcia. Ramon A. Garcia Hernandez. Cindy Gabriela Garcia. Valeria Garcia. Samantha Jean Gavards. Sunwabile Patrick Ginkish. Dominic Carl Giovingo. Emily Rose Giovingo. Shabrea Gladney. Piper Glitto. Mickey Glowinski. Ana Marie R. Gomez. Francisco X. Gomez. Isabella Gomez. Rafael Gomez. Stephanie Gomez. Alexander Daniel Lunsford Gonzalez. Jennifer Alicia Gonzalez. Lara Isabel Gonzalez Mendez. Oscar Joshua Gonzalez. Ruby Gonzalez. Nicole Sarai Gonzalez Benitez. Lily Goodfellow. Luke Thompson Goodfellow. Thomas Christopher Goodman. Melissa Pamela Govea. Corey Graham. Brandon Lamar Gray. Caitlin Margaret Griffith. Hannah Abigail Grogan. Paula A. Gross. Stefan Winjin Zadel. Eileen Guerrero. Giselle Elani Guerrero. Itzel Guerrero. Faruza Rosie Gulyamova, Poonam Gupta, Elizabeth Margaret Gust, Adriel Brian Gutierrez, Veronica Catherine Gutierrez, Adriana Gutierrez Sosa, Cecilia Ann Guzzo, Sarah Haley, Mia Halama, Eamon Hall, Eamon Hall,
Luke Michael Halstead.
Sierra Mai Hamaker, Tierra L. Hammond, Fady Hanna, Diamond Monet Burns, Alexis Deanna Harris, Chanel N. Harris, Billy Hart, Tony A. Harvey, Noreen Hassan, Taylor Hawkins, Emma Hendricks, Tyler Ray Henricks, Robert Edward Henry, Alexis Nicole Herbert, Dylan Herday, Alexin Hernandez, Angel Jesus Hernandez, Carlos Hernandez, Cristal Hernandez, Cynthia Nayeli Hernandez, Fatima Hernandez, Fernanda Hernandez Escalante, Gian Hernandez, Julia Hernandez, Daniel Hernandez Mena, Bryant P. Herrera, Anne-Marie Hazer, Kevin Hewelt, Nevaeh Hicks, Latoya L. Hill, Joseph Andrew Hilp, Elizabeth Ashley Hoffman, Madeline Holozak, Jean Francis V. Ontiveros, Eric Santiago Hortoa Lasso, Sydney Malika Jose, Samantha Hoyer, Dim Sian Huai, Niang Sien Huai, Jamie Huang, Angelina Trinity Hubert, Charles Isaac Huddleston, Senia Huerta, Melissa Hull, Yusuf Dean Hussein, El Shaima Nasser Taleb Hussein, Hope Hutchison, Victor Risa Iso, Kimberly Alexandra Ibarra, Sana Ikhtiar, Tavi B. Ishmael, Feruza Ismailova, Kasim Omar Jarad, Daniela Marquez, Alyssa Mary Johnson, Hayden Michael Johnson, Stephanie Ann Johnson, Darius R. Jones, Hunter Roy Jones, Joshua Alexander Jones, Keshe Lanaya Jones Yates, Elon B. Jordan, Kennedy Jordan, Piedad Marlene Jorgensen, Jessica Marie Joyce, Shafak Judah, Martin Uletsky, Rowan Alex Julian, Juan David Jurado, Yaka Yosu, Alexander M. Kadan, Samuel Kalbfleisch, Misbah Kaludi, Mary Catherine Kenya Burju Karadag, Akash Vijay Karajgiker, Ina Karajic, Victoria Cato, Anna Garavan Katsikias, Amelia R. Kaufman, Catherine Elizabeth Keenan, Sadie Elaine Keel, Tiffany Nicole Antoinette Kennington, Siobhan Keys, Eileen Camessier, Aisha Khan, Isha Zaman Khan, Fatima Khan, Hamza Khan, Riddhi Khanderia, Maftuna Hasanova, Ryan Kenneth Kielbasa, Jacqueline Michelle Kim, Chiara King, Kellen King, Mar Kirsch, Andrew Logan Ferrari Kling, Nicola M. Klutzina, Lillian J. Klimiuk, Kirsten J. Niffen, Teresa Kobit, Yaroslav Kohut, Hannah Elizabeth Kosher, Ryan Joseph Kudelik, Zoe Elena Kovac, William L. Krajewski, Stephen Cronenthal, Megan Noel Kroll, Caitlin Kubak, Samantha Quitt, Thomas Daniel Lafferty, Ariana J. LaFlame, Alvaro Manuel Landeros, Christian Scott Landreth, Tracy Andrea Langs, Kamaya Langston, Brooke Genevieve Larson, Gordon D. Larson, Gabrielle Lascano, Gregory G. Lebreu, Mary Anderson, Kathy Alexia Lianos, Caleb Elijah Levitt, Amy E. Leggett, Kevin Liao, Courtney Aaron Lilly, Vanessa Lima, Grace Linden, Piper Faith Lindsay, Jerry Liu, Veronica Lezak, Aiden S. Logan, Sergio Lomeli, Carla Longo, Aiden Lopez, Edwin Lopez, Ezekiel William Lopez, Francesca Lopez, Gilberto Lopez, Isaias Gabriel Lopez, Juzimar Lopez, Juvia M. Lopez, Siegfried Vien Quintos Lopez, Shane Lopez, Melinda Lopez Perez, Eunice Faustino Loresca, Alexander Michael Lavellet, Garrick A. Lubke, Maya Lumpkin, Rebecca B. Lingmo Zoelic, Maddie Golick, Angelo Nico Macasso, Anthony E. Masco, Emmanuel Tinashe Magaripira, Jashanjit Mahal, Megan Madison Mahoney, Sarah Ann Maiden, Yevgen Makarkin, Amina Makwana, Emily N. Malis, Nikola Malovich, Wyatt Christopher Mann, Eduardo Manzanares, Madeline Marie Marasich, Nicholas Angelo Marino, Spencer Barry Marshall, Estefania Martinez, Ethan Martinez, Karen Victoria Martinez, Gloria Matias, Rebecca R. Matthews, Jason Michael Morella, Alyssa Paige Maxim, Dakota Joy Lynn McCallum, Catherine M. McCarty, Tylen Keon McDaniel. Tyler Anthony McDaniels. Michael William McFarland. Zainab Muchabchab. John J. McNamara. Kimberly McNeil. Connor J. McPherson. Haley Meacham. Remy E. Mejia. Olivia Grace Melby. Lilibet Mendez Munoz. Eileen Mendiola Roque. Mawish Merchant. Mitchell Mertes. Jessica Nicole Mikulowski. Mia Miglorini. Konrad Mika. Violetta Milewski. Adam George Millard. Kalia P. Miller. Kiara Nichelle Mitchell. Faizan Mohammed. Zaist Mohammed. Raul Andres Molero Veloso. Yaneli Monroy. Michelle Montoya. Chanel Valerie Moore. Christopher Morales. Cristina Morales Villaseñor. Daisy Moreno. Nicholas Morrow. Francesca Janelle Mosley. Quinn T. Mullaney. Justin W. Muller. Gloria Munoz. Nidelin Munoz. Matthew Moraglia. Caitlin Murray. Marion J. Musa. Mustamiuddin. Mariam Naim. Jessica Kyoko Nakayama. Julalak Nakwacharan Kul. Hope Tilly Nantongo. Cheyenne Nape. Jonathan A. Nasty. Daniela Nava. Myra Navar. Arelis Navarro. Luke Gerald Nelson. Thomas Clarence Nelson. Samuel Neuenkirchen. Emmanuel Diangha Ngong. Lee Win. Quinn Lucy Nguyen. Gina Elizabeth Jenkins. Kinga Niemiec. Amethyst Luz Neves. Nazmul Hossein Nirob. Gabriel Joseph Novicki. Gregory Simon Novicki. Alyssa Marie Nunez. Dariusz Nunez. Justine Emmanuel Nunez. Wane Wasisi. Daryl J. O'Leary. William Addison O'Brien. Ihuamachi Oluomachi Ogugu. Ugochukwu Chimuanya Ogugu. Kintaro Ogura. Keenan James O'Keefe. Zofia Oles. Andrisha Celine Oliphant. Nicholas Ryan Olson. Amira Omar. Salvador Ontiveros. Christopher Ortiz. Karina Yamaled Ortiz. Sarah Ortiz. Stephanie Ortiz. Destiny Osei. Christian Elijah Osorio. Emina Osgul Alvarado. Daniel O. Padbury. Caitlin J. Padbury. Leonardo Padilla. Adrian Brian Palacios. Abigail A. Palmer. David Alexander Palomo. Ethan Pan. Freddie Paniagua. Stephanie Noel Parisi. Ricardo Abraham Pascual Cortez. Arti Patel. Devanshi D. Patel. Julia Genevieve Patston. Tarsia Koshana Patton. Kalyan Paulding. Robert W. Payne. Lauren Jean Pena. Jonathan Perez Sanchez. Karen Brittany Perez. Lisbeth Perez. Matias David Perez. Oscar Ismael Perez. Denise C. Perez Mejia. Daniel John Perkowski. Christian G. Pesavento. Hannah Phelps. Susan Fomarine. Robert Joseph Pieroni. Tony R. Pineda. Drake Anthony Pittman. Mujahid Polat. Sandra Popis. Alexa J. Poreda. Tom Dalton. Osvaldo Preza, Juliana Pruneda, Jennifer G. Pulido, Karina Quintero, Rebecca Quito, Maria Kureshi, Slavomir Rajevic, Armando Gabriel Ramirez, Leslie Ramirez, Rosalind J. Ramirez, Stephen Ramirez, Jesus Efren Ramon, Juliana Melissa Ramon, Cesar Ramos Jr., Isaiah Anthony Ramos, Jasmine C. Ramos, Tia Elena Balsita Ramos, Jessica C. Rangel, Antonio Thomas Ranieri, Paulina Rante, Emily Elizabeth Rita, Taylor Redmond, Tayana Reed, Litzy Reyes, Angel Manuel Reynoso, Aaron Matthew Rice, Alcandros Isaac Richards, Cassandra Richardson, Christine Marie Rio, Xander Todd Reiter, Jose Luis Rivas, Carlo Rivera, Pamela Carolina Rivera, Theodore Pagaduan Rivera, Eric Roberson, Christina Genesis Rochelle, Ariana M. Rock, Ivan Andres Rodriguez Oses, Oscar Rodriguez, Tiffany Lisbeth Rodriguez Rios, Elizabeth Rodriguez Ramirez, Jasmine Roman, Janet Roman Garcia, Rigo Romero, Case Rosenfeld, Bella Rossi, Daniel Alexander Roca, Augustus John Rue, Angela Yeneth Rundo, Christian Rotayosira, Catherine Mary Ryan, Claire Rigel, Julio Saez, Snigdha Saha, Asrin Saifullah Khan, Jocelyn Vianney Salazar, Matthew A. Salazar, Anthony Sanchez, Christian Sanchez. Diana K. Sanchez. Freddie Sanchez. Jaden Matthew Sanchez. Jasmine Arisara Sanchez. Catherine Brianna Sanchez. Sky Eleanor Sanford. Adato Kunbo F. Sunny Mutushi. Nina Nicole Santiago. Jacqueline Santos. Caitlin Santos. Isabella Marina Sarusi Barris. Camila Sophie Sawasco. Mohammed Tahir Sayedi. Bridget G. M. Schenk. Abigail Schlenker. Anne Marie Nicole Schupp. Dorothy J. Schrenk. Kelsey Ann Schuchard. Talia Schutz. Megan Scott. Heather Ann Marie Sequist. Bhakti Mayur Sidani. Aline Sedano. Olivia Rose Sinise. Silkia A. Sepulveda. Anais Serrano. Kaustav Akshay Sethia. Michaela T. Seymour Gardner. Jamalat Shahid. Michael R. Schaub. Jade Marie Shee. Kai Xavier Shores Navata. Kai Xavier Shores Navata.
Namig Shakurov.
Omer Mohammed Siddiqui. Aiden Eugene Simmons. Angad Singh. Dia Singh. Grant Sukas. Machi Shuta. Peter James Scarrett. Therese Schoes. Elizabeth Ann Skripczynski. Tony Damond Slayton. Mallory Ann Small. Catherine Marie Smith. Michael David Smith. Kylie Chandler Sneed. Gerija Sorana Hali. Marcus Anthony Sorrentino. John Jeffrey Graff Spansale. Robert Johnson Spaeth. Tawny R. Spensley Campos. Kacper Spivak. Gabriel Paul Stanislawski. Anna Stefanovic. Donna Marie Stevens. Jacob Stevens. Kiera Cheryl Stevens. Julio Marco Stays. Magdalena Maria Strachek. Brendan Richard Straka. Ethan Connor Stratton. Angela Pia Strizzi. Teresa Strong. Andrea Nicole Souza. Carl Sutton. Nathan Jean Swanson. Anne-Marie M. Sweet. Khadija Syed. Arena Zekli. Zofia Eva Schott. Stephanie Tagodar. Vilius Tamulis. Niel D. Tatoris. Nala Taylor. Zaid Tekatl. Julia Carol Irene Tautges. Melissa Tellez. Sing Mun Theng. Elena Thomas. Nathaniel Thomas. Tammy Michelle Thomas. Ava Mae Thompson. Camille Page Tidwell. Ladante Antonio Tilmon. Nayeli Toledo. Emma Tomasevich. Esmeralda Torres. Gloria Iris Torson. Ferris Tulemat. Brian Tran. Laney Tran. Nancy Tran. Natachi M. Triplet Turner. Jennifer Tuttle. Jocelyn Uribe. Eric Valadez. Anjali Valent. Ramiro Valdivia Jr. Alexander Valverde. Caden James Van Lerbergy. Alexis Vargas. Alex Vega. Natalia Velasquez. Ramon Velasquez. Regis Velasquez. Jarek Velchek. Jasmine Anna Velez. Sal Vera. Bernadette Jonos Vibora. Carlos Gabriel Villagrana. Andrea Michelle Villarreal. Kayleen Villegas. Robert J. Villiard. Acelia Rianne Viscoyosi. Rebecca Valerie Vitello. Andrew Alex. William George Volman. Passion Walker Washington. Zainab Josefa Wardawala. Maya Marie Washington. Trinity A. Watt. Michelle Lynn Wegner. Delaney Wells. Nerita L. Wells. Katerina Wertheimova. Bella Wheely. Sydney Leon Wilinski. Atlantis A. Williams. Snow Williamson. Hannah Grace Williamson Link. Matthew Michael Wincup. Petra N. Wingert. Michael Scott Wotus. Catherine Alaska Wolf. Kayla Marie Wolf. Alexander Fox Wood. Keandre Michael Worthy. Camilla T. Wright. Peyton Marie Wright. Imane Yaman. Patience Yirenki. Sierra Chanel Young. Stephen Boyette Young. Khizra Khalid Yusuf. Trevor M. Zawlaki. Cindy M. Zepeda Olivo. Holly-Ann Ziegenhorn. Emily Doré. Donovan Marcellus Donnerson. Bianca T. Tolbert. Erica Hoja. Brittany Lacey. Erkan Akbas. Kristen Diane Laura Jacqueline Pollock. Matthew John Zyman. Victoria Ivanova Zlatkova. Liliana Isabel Zuniga. Magali Teran Bahina. Shahid Khatib. Angelica Joy Zarate Lim.
Gentlemen, allow me to introduce the 2025 graduates of College of DuPage. Graduates, I wish you the very best as you proceed down your chosen paths. You may now move your tassels to the left side of your caps. As we close, I would like to thank our faculty for their dedication to our students every day. I would also like to thank the Commencement Committee, the volunteers who served as ushers this evening, and everyone involved who made tonight such a success. This concludes our ceremony. We ask that both the graduates and audience remain in their seat until the stage party and faculty have left the arena. And we ask the audience to remain seated until all the graduates have left. Then everyone is welcome to join us at a gathering at the Lakeside Pavilion located outside to my right. Thank you and good night.
Amen.